Hello world.
Welcome to episode 1 of Synthcast, where we kind of blend reality with the world of artificial intelligence. With me today in real life is Trish Yule. Trish, let people know who you are.
Hey Rob, thanks so much for having me on this very first episode of Synthcast. My name is Trish Yule. I am the founder of Owl's Ledge and also the creator of both the NFT collection, hashtag Crypto Owls, as well as the first social token in the talent space called $Y.
Now, this is where it gets interesting because today we're going to be talking about social tokens, which is a brand new concept. You know, it's similar in concept to things you may have heard about, but we're going to dig into it a little bit more. But to do this properly, we need to first enter the synth-verse. So you ready to enter the synth-verse? Because this is how it's done. Here we go into the synth-verse, everybody. Pew, 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 pew. Welcome, everybody, to episode 1 of Synthcast, where we kind of blend reality with artificial intelligence, real people with real people. With me today is Trish Yule. Say hello, Trish, and let people know a little bit about yourself.
Hey Rob, thanks so much for having me on Synthcast. I'm Trish Yule, the founder of Owl's Ledge and the creator of the very first HR-related NFT collection, hashtag Crypto Owls.
What is the definition of a social token?
What are social tokens? Social tokens are digital tokens backed by the reputation of a person, community, or brand. They are a critical part of the creative economy, helping creators to connect and interact with supporters to build mutually beneficial, collaborative communities. Leveraging blockchain, cryptocurrency, and other Web 3.0 technologies, creators can launch their own tokens that represent them. As supporters buy into the token, are staking their contribution to their favorite creators' careers, projects, and social communities. In return, supporters receive token holder-only perks, which could include access to unique content, experiences, events, and interactions. In addition, tokens act as a mechanism to incentivize all participants, creators, and supporters to do great things together and share in the upside. Some are designed with the potential of increasing in monetary value, others are engineered for voting rights to make decisions on behalf of the community. Not only does this have the potential of rewarding the creator, it also has the potential of rewarding the supporters who back them. In short, social tokens are built on the premise that shared community, built together by both creators and supporters, can be made more valuable tomorrow than today through participation, collaboration, and social interaction.
So now that we've got that defined, Trish, when we think about a social token, is that an accurate definition in your mind? What are the key elements of a social token per that definition that really stand out?
Well, I think what happens is that it gets into the subsets. There are different types of social tokens. And then each type has a different use case and a different application. So as an example, we have social tokens that are for creators. So those are creator tokens. We have social tokens that are for talent. So those are talent tokens. And they're used for different types of people and different types of populations. But I think one of the biggest differences between the social tokens and other types of platforms, like a Kickstarter platform, as an example, is Kickstarter is really focused on a project, whereas social tokens are really focused on a person. Mm-hmm. So with a creator tokens are usually focused on you're making an investment in a person who's probably on social media, who's probably a big influencer who has an audience on social media. Whereas another platform has social tokens that they're calling talent tokens, where you're actually investing in a person who's kind of more like an emerging talent, like somebody who is either early stage career in a new endeavor. But what's interesting to me about those is, again, kind of in the comparison with Kickstarter and it being project-based, is at the end of a Kickstarter project, you're done. The relationship is over. You've made the investment, you've received whatever the benefit. With the social tokens, it's relationship driven. It's for the long haul. You've made an investment in that person and that person's token, and it's for multiple projects over a long period of time.
So when we think of that, you know, the first thing that came to mind was something like a Patreon, which would have their own financial system on the back end. This is similar to Patreon, but this is now built into the blockchain. So now you're talking cryptocurrencies and all of the ledger-based elements that come with that. So maybe elaborate on why it's not just another Patreon as an example.
Yeah, that's another great comparison is Patreon. So it's the same sort of thing. Like with Patreon, you would be giving money to an individual, and oftentimes in that case, it's because that person is creating great content, and you want to be able to make some kind of a financial contribution that allows that person to continue generating that great content. But again, you're putting that money in, and it's sort of one and done. Whereas when you make an investment with social tokens, you're actually retaining that stake in that individual over whatever period of time, for as long as it is that you hold that token or that coin for that individual. And so another big thing that's different about that than with something like Patreon is that if the platform does well that you've bought the token on and the individual does well, then the community also benefits, is remunerated actually for their financial stake, for their contribution. So not only, again, do you have that relationship and make that investment in that person, not only does that person then feel the emotional and the social support of the community that has rallied and purchased that individual's token, but usually on these platforms as well, on these social token platforms, is that there's also a platform token that's available that can, you accrue those tokens in addition. So you've got the token that you bought in order to invest in the individual, and then you also accrue tokens, almost like reward points. And then that also has financial impact and should appreciate over time as well. So again, there becomes this more symbiotic relationship, especially financially, between the talent, the person that you're investing in, as well as the community and the supporters that are making those investments.
That's all great new information. I had picked up bits of it over time. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our assistant to sum up what Trish just said and maybe provide us with some extra information if we need be. So we're going to cut over to our assistant. Thank you for joining the first ever episode of Synthcast.
Rob and Trish, thank you for that thoughtful readout on social tokens. Trish, congratulations on the Wise coin and being one of the first in global talent to tokenize. Cheers to upcoming public launch of the Talent Protocol platform. In summary, I think what Web3 founder and Talent Protocol co-founder Philippe Massibo had to say about social tokens is a good reminder of the power in people potential and community. A social token has the potential to create the social, emotional, and financial incentives to spot and support talent early, while rewarding all players accordingly. In closing, I thought our followers might appreciate the following statistics. Did you know? Social tokens grew over 400% in 2021. Investing is becoming mainstream culture. Investing in social tokens will become the new like button. As Rob and Trish discussed, subsegments of social tokens include vanity tokens, creator tokens, community tokens, professional tokens or talent tokens like those found on Web3 platform, Talent Protocol. This concludes episode 1 of the Synthcast podcast. Catch our next episode where Rob and Trish are back to discuss the rapid emergence of talent marketplaces. Goodbye for now.